I'm Will Davies of aspect.co.uk. I'm managing director and one of the founders. The other founder is Nick Bisley, who's co-managing director of the business. Aspect.co.uk is a property maintenance and refurbishment company. We do everything from a small fix to a full property refurb, and we do that across all the different trades. So plumbing, drainage, central heating, electrics, general building, handyman, air conditioning and glazing. The business was set up by Nick and myself. I was working for an investment bank at the time and was doing various work with small businesses, providing private equity funding, and Nick was working in a maintenance firm at the time. So we got together and felt that we wanted to try to put a business together providing a higher level of service within what is traditionally a pretty poorly serviced market. The first challenges that we faced were getting the business set up and having a premises to work vans and various stock and materials from, and then building the business so that the guys that we had operating out of the vans were as busy as we could get them. We had the name for the company because we bought goodwill and assets off a business that had gone into a company voluntary arrangement, so we took on the name that business had and took it forward from there. We did a full review of the market to see who our main competitors were going to be and how we felt we could grow within that marketplace, so the capacity within the market for a bigger player at the time. So we spent quite a lot of time before setting the company up looking at the market that we were going to operate in. The benefit that Nick and I had is we had two people coming to the business with very different skills. So I have no idea how to fix a toilet or run a guy who is fixing a toilet, but Nick is very experienced on the maintenance side, and in dealing with the engineers, what I bring is the experience on how to structure the business, how to fund it, and the strategy for moving it forward and making sure that the operational side results in sort of profits and cash flow. I think the main strengths of the business are that it's built on a solid foundation. We take ourselves very seriously as a company and the level of service that we provide. So we look at the business as a traditional service providing business in a marketplace where others may not take that sort of approach. So I think we already have an advantage in that sense. Probably the primary weaknesses of aspect.co.uk would be the rate that we've grown. So we have gone from a standing start in 2005 to a sort of 10 million quid turnover business at the end of this year, and that rate of growth has led to certain difficulties along the way in making sure that the kind of foundation is solid enough and we've got all the people in place that we need to run a business of that sort of scale. So we've got competitors in each different sector of the business. So we would compete with large facilities management groups in the commercial clients that we service. So we'll look after multi-site restaurants, bars, retail, that sort of thing. And there we're competing with your big FM providers. Then on the residential side, so we'll go in and fix people's boilers in their homes or put in new fuse boxes or whatever it may be. We'll compete with a lot of man in a van operators up to businesses that run multiple vans. Usually they're more trade-based focused, so you'll get businesses that focus on plumbing or electrics. Not really many competitors that offer the full suite of services that we do, so we really compete with people on a trade basis. We put a business plan together at the outset and we forecast the first 3 years and how we expected that to go. So we did look at the funding that we were going to require to make sure that we could fund it from the debtors that we bought, and we looked at how we wanted to take the company forward over that first sort of 3-year period. We then looked at how closely we'd stuck to the business plan that we put together, and it wasn't very close at all, but we certainly had one at the outset, but would develop and refine it as we went on. Biggest challenge for the business now is geographic expansion. So we're a London-based company only at the moment. We do certain business outside London for some of our bigger customers, but we're essentially a London-focused operation. over the next 12 to 24 months, we want to expand geographically, and we're going to use a franchise model to do that. We spent the past 12 months working with the Zocol Group, who are a consultancy group that provide advice to businesses on how to use franchising. And so we've put the systems in place. Now we need to go out, run our pilots, and then sell the franchises. So that geographic expansion is going to be our biggest challenge over the next sort of 12, 24 months.